All right, so on November 4th, 2012, Garrett Cole Luce, who was a sophomore student here at Texas A&M, died tragically in an accident here in the railroads of College Station. And to remember his life and his legacy, his loved ones established Garrett's House, which is an organization that helps orphan boys in Zambia. The function of it is obviously to shelter these kids from danger, give them the nutrition that they need, which a lot of times they're not getting, and to help them learn and help them grow and help them become fulfill their life. Garrett here, the reason that I want to be telling y'all about Garrett is not only does his soul live on as a member of the fraternity that I'm in, but this cause is a great cause, and it's something that is one of the bigger problems that we need to recognize in the world. Today I'm going to discuss how this organization has made a difference already, and how it can continue to impact hundreds, if not thousands, of kids in the future. And so, like I said, this charity is located in Zambia. And so Zambia has one of the largest or the largest poverty populations in the world. In fact, according to UNICEF, over 60.5% of the population lives under the poverty line in Zambia. And again, that's a pretty shocking amount. Over 1 to 2 people in this country are under the poverty line, which is just really unthinkable for us. And the statistics get even harder to stomach when you're talking about orphans. It has the highest per capita orphan rate in the world, and over 1 million orphans reside in Zambia, which really it is a problem and it's unacceptable, but that's what Garrett's House is working to eradicate. So Garrett's House works to shelter and protect and grow and nourish the lives of these children, these orphan boys in Zambia that otherwise either have parents that have abandoned them or parents that are unavailable. There was one story on the Tree of Life website where it talked about a little girl whose both of their parents had committed suicide, and so she was living in this village. And that's kind of what I want to go into talking about Garrett's House is the village that it resides in. It's in a village called Tree of Life in Zambia. And Tree of Life is an organization that falls under the Family Legacy umbrella. Family Legacy is an organization that builds and nurtures structures in Africa in order to help the more impoverished population there. But Tree of Life is a village in Zambia that houses orphanages, schools, cafeterias, anything for these young kids in Zambia to take refuge at, take shelter, and be able to live a full life. And Garrett's House functions as one of the premier boys' orphanages there. Garrett's House opened last summer, summer of 2015, and it's served its purpose thus far. Obviously, it's taken in hundreds of young boys that really saved their lives, and it has taught Christian values to these young boys, something that the Luce family made sure was a priority, was going to be taught at Garrett's House, at the house that is in Garrett Luce's name. And so they're doing a lot of great things now, but we think that, but this organization thinks that they can do a lot better things in the future. It's only been open since, about 6 months now, probably about 6 or 7 months. And it's already impacted hundreds of Zambian lives. And what we can do in 6 months, imagine what we can do in the next 5 years with this charity and with this house, this great concept that the Luce family has really harvested in this Tree of Life village. Like I said, it teaches Christian values to these kids as well. These kids, they have no other faith, and the Luce family really made it a point to salvage these kids, not just nutritionally or within their heart, but with Christian values as well, the values that Garrett carried as well. And a lot's being done. at this point to improve it, to expand upon the future for it. They're already trying to make improvements. Obviously, you have to pay the bills to begin with to build the house, but there are improvements being made already. It's raised a lot of money every year. The Kappa Alpha Order chapter, the Epsilon Delta chapter here at Texas A&M of Kappa Alpha Order holds a golf tournament in Garrett's name. It was the chapter that Garrett was involved in, and last year alone, $10,000 was raised for Garrett's house, and that's why they were able to finish the house in the summer of 2015 and open that up for the kids. In conclusion, this Garrett's house serves a great cause to the kids of Zambia. I know it's something that it's hard for a lot of us to imagine being in that situation and being that age and being so hopeless, but Garrett's house works to eradicate this, and it's so easy to be able to help these children, and not only help them get food in their bellies, but to instill the values that Garrett would have wanted and was spreading when he was alive. And we're happy that his soul can live on through these kids and through the values that they're being taught. And so with the help of those willing to donate, Garrett's house can continue to thrive in the future and become a shelter for orphans all across Zambia, and hopefully to expand later into maybe even into other countries. So thank you for listening.